want to be rude.
So we're here with Rashida O.
I can go first, but
It's a conversation. It's not.
okay.
It's just a natural conversation. We're just discussing life. And see, Rashida, I'm not going to probably give you the best intro, but I know that you are a holistic teacher. You're a yoga teacher. You're in the fitness industry, wellness industry. I know that Michael Baptiste. I can't help but smile. The first time I saw Michael was at an open mic. I had no idea his background and the inspiration that he is for many, but he said his poem to us. And then after that, then I learned that you are one of the founders of Banana Wave, okay, which is a product that is an ancient African banana drink recipe.
There you go.
Do I have it down? Do I have it down?
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
That is now recognized and sold by Whole Foods, which is very fascinating. Okay, so while Rashida's finishing her delicious smoothie bowl at Kunkay's, we'll ask Michael Rashidat about vision. Like, what was the path that led you to envisioning having a product that would sell at the level that it's selling now?
For me, it started when I was 5 years old. When I opened the refrigerator, and all I saw was a jug of water and a carton of baking soda. That sparked my thought to say, hey, you know what? There's no food now. How can I be in a position where I'll always have food? And I could change, make an impact in other kids' lives and people's lives around the world who may not have food. For me, that sparked as a young kid, and I always held on to that vision. And as I got older, it became more crystallized as I figured out how to do marketing, how to do sales, how to actually start a business, and I actually found partners who had the idea of creating banana milk. It was his grandmother's recipe. It just came together because I always saw myself in the food health space somehow, some way.
So there was always that connection with food and having enough food and providing food
for others. The world, absolutely.
Because you didn't always have.
Right. And so now, that vision became a reality because when we came together and said, hey, we're going to turn this banana milk idea into a business. The vision wasn't just to take it, sell it in Miami. It wasn't to sell it in Florida. The vision from the beginning was to make sure that one Banana Wave is in every refrigerator around the world.
So that was the idea.
That was the idea. Wow. Every refrigerator will have
You were
one
thinking
Banana
big.
Wave. You can think about a peanut, you can think about a blue whale. It takes the same amount of energy to think about both. Why not just think about the blue whale? Go for the whale, get the whale, and then, you know what I'm saying? It's much easier to fish for whales than it is for minnows. Follow me? So I believe that it's important to think big because you're going to be thinking anyway. Same amount of energy, nothing's different except for what you choose to think about. So, I've always just thought big. I've always just thought, how can it go and touch at least anything that I do, I want to be able to touch at least 12% of the human population, and that's 1 billion people.
Wow.
And I believe if you affect billions, that's how you can relatively earn billions or make billions.
Wow. Is that the ending outcome of the business is to make them big?
Absolutely not.
Is there an ending?
Is there an ending? No. There is no ending. The vision of the company was to be set up to outlive us. I'll say that I do bring up the financial aspect of it just because I come from a background of absolute poverty, extreme poverty. So the end goal, the end vision is to impact lives, to make people healthier, happier, stronger, create products and food solutions and beverage solutions that actually do that. The end goal is to have an empire that will live on for generations in my family, that will end that hunger for the future generations of my family. Like that was the goal, and also, like I said, to touch people, to really help people's lives. improve through good products and services. So,
Wow. So how do you relate to that in regards to the subject of sustainability, something that lasts, something that carries on for generations?
You know, for me, it isn't about a product or isn't about a label or title. It's about honestly cultivating the energy it takes to be great. It don't matter what you do. It's the energy you put into it. So that's what I feed off of. And the energy that I was putting in, getting high, smoking weed, drinking, all of this, back in the day, I was putting a lot of energy and inspiring a lot of people to do that. So I said, if I can inspire people to get on drugs, I literally inspire people to get on drugs.
Was it because, you're too cool. We already know that. So that's established. Too cool. So even even in that state, you were cool, but you were cool.
Absolutely.
Doing some weed.
I made it look good.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
And I had to cultivate that part of me growing up. I didn't realize how much of an influence that I was having on people. Wow. Because I wasn't in my proper state of consciousness back then. You get what I mean? But I knew, even at a young age, I used to influence my little cousins to go in the dark closet and let me shut them in. You know what I mean? I told them they got special powers if they go in the closet and they went in the closet. You know what I mean? Because I knew I had that power over me. Now, but looking back, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know I had an influence like that on people. So when I got clean back in 2012, I took all of that energy of being able to influence people in that way and just flipped it and did the whole duality thing. Okay, if I can do that, then I can do that. I just changed the perspective. So I started to get myself healthy, and I knew just off of those things of me doing it, I knew I was going to influence and empower people to do that and come into their own power. My thing was always to go into your own power. So the things that I'm doing for myself is empowering me. I want to empower you to do what I'm doing, but being able to cultivate the gifts that you have, not what I have.
Yes, because every person has their own individual.
Correct. Everybody ain't gonna do health and fitness. Everybody ain't gonna do yoga and meditation. Take the energy that I'm putting behind my self-development and take that and then let me empower you off of that. Don't look at the outside, look at the inside. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, definitely.
Am I making sense?
Yeah, that's 100% making sense.
I'll look back at some of my stuff and like,
but I see, but the amazingness of this is the synchronicity, because you, Michael, when I first talked to you about your background growing up in Miami, your parents or your dad and uncles being involved with drugs, and you yourself, you were very ambitious even in that time, because you had about 20 something, you said, students that were selling for you at that time.
I had a team of like 7 people.
Oh, only
it was only 7.
Okay,
Yeah.
I made it greater than it was.
Yeah, well,
I aggrandized it.
But let's not like put too much of that on camera,
Oh, okay, so that's not necessarily.
Well, yeah, we don't need to talk about that entrepreneurial venture that didn't work out well.
But that particular entrepreneurial venture, when you did the woke folks, because did you share that aspect or?
No, well, I didn't share it on camera, but
okay.
But I shared that at Woke Folks.
So it is out there.
Yeah, it is out there. It is out there. Sure.
Okay. No, so sorry, because I would never put something that. No, but I know what you mean.
Well, yeah, that's supposed to be off camera, but yeah, that was an entrepreneurial venture that just didn't work out well.
Hold on a second, because I don't. Yeah. So anyway, when we had a discussion about the past, what you said to me right away was that I hope that this was an inspiration for you. So it was very obvious that your intention is to inspire others.
Absolutely.
So I just see that synchronicity with both of you, that desire, coming from a background in the States, maybe not, what would I say, the most privileged background per se, but making everything your own and saying, I'm going to take my own gifts, my own abilities, my own passions, and now make my own life the way I want it to be, but also inspire others, where many people focus only on themselves.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that I see that.
Well, it is on myself. Honestly, reason why I'm able to be an influence is because I'm focusing on myself, and not a lot of people can walk around and say I'm focusing on myself, and it be okay. It's okay to focus on yourself. It's okay to be selfish because it's selfless. In order for me to inspire, I have to come from a place of self-love. I can't inspire you if I don't love myself. I can't influence you if I'm not doing anything. I can't be a fat train.
I hear you.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yes.
you can, because it's plenty.
There's a few of them that are famous too for that, but it depends what your ethos and what your standard.
Correct.
Yes.
It's just, hey, Day. Hi.
Day's joining us.
How's it going? Yeah, so, and it's funny to hear mine came from an unprivileged background. I came from a background we had 3 refrigerators full of food.
Yeah.
Downstairs, upstairs, and in the damn garage. We had full of food.
Yes.
Never lacked for nothing.
Yes.
Nothing. It's crazy. Never lacked for nothing. And now I'd rather not have all of that. I'd rather look in the refrigerator and have some water and some baking soda. Like, I'm sufficient in that. As long as I got me some water, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, it's,
Wow.
yeah. Like, I don't need all of that. Like, there's no need for having 3 refrigerators and having a shitload of
More
clothes
than you
and-
appreciate. That's the point. Because it's okay to have a lot. It's nothing wrong with that, and to want more. But it's about appreciating what you have while you have it. The small things, the simple things, the beautiful interactions, the warm weather.
Going back to the selfishness thing and it being about self, it has to be a balance. To me, you should love yourself and you should put in the work. You should put in the
Okay,
work
this is all natural.
for yourself, and it should be about yourself. And you shouldn't have to. We're human beings, not human doings. You just
Yes.
if you just be more of yourself and love more of yourself, you don't have to do too much.
And really
Sit back
quick,
and chill.
because we have about 1 more minute or 30 seconds. When it comes to what Rashidat is saying about filling yourself, was there a time where you had to be selfish to get to the point where you're at now with the product you have, with the business you have?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Even to this day, I'm very selfish. And I'll say the selfishness came because of the fact that there's no clear path on how to get to kind of where I'm at now, or, you know, where the business is at now. Everything we had to figure it out, like Google, ask mentors, just find a way. So in that process of figuring it out, there's no time for, oh, you know, how's it going over here?
And did people feel
what's
upset
going on?
about that?
Hey,
You
hey,
hurt
wanna
some
have
people's
lunch? Hey, let's
feelings.
go out. You
Yeah.
got, you know, so you have to cut it out. You got to sacrifice for the greater, you know, the greater good and the bigger vision that you have.
Yes.
And that's what it's about. Like, if you don't have any vision, then you won't be willing to sacrifice to improve yourself, so you can help and inspire and influence others.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Rashidat. Thank you for just showing up at the end at Kunke's. All right. Peace and blessings, both of you. I appreciate it so much.